Hello, vinyl community. Dave, the pickup artist, with you for another Psychedelic Sunday. This Sunday we've got a UK Psychedelic Sunday. This is all UK bands because I picked up another great UK psych album that I've been looking for a long time. I'm talking about Tomorrow. (1968). This is a 70s repress. And what's cool about this is it contains a prog rock great and a psychedelic great. The psychedelic great is Twink. Twink is the drummer. He's also the drummer in several other bands like Pretty Things and the Pink Fairies. And it's also got the prog rock legend Steve Howe. This is before Yes. This is a classic. This also gets mentioned a lot in top 10 psychedelic albums. It's great. We've got they put out a 45 for this called My White Bicycle. My favorite track is probably Revolution. But it's all good. We've even got a cover of Strawberry Fields Forever on here. Now these guys were regulars at the, I don't know if it's pronounced UFO Club or the UFO Club. I've heard it pronounced both ways. But yeah, they were up there with the Pink Floyd and those guys. But yeah. Now, of course, Twink went on after this to join the Pretty Things, and you could see video of him on stage. I think it's some sort of TV show, European TV show with the Pretty Things. And of course, Twink is still bringing it. He's still alive and well. These days he's giving interviews. Now, a lot of people don't know that after Tomorrow, and right before he joined Yes, Steve Howe was in another band called Bodast. It was, they were maybe together for 5 minutes, but they did manage to put down some wax. It was, I think they put down a lot of, singles. At the time, I don't think they released a proper album. Yeah. Anyway, one of the tracks on Bodast, Steve wrote, was called Nether Street. It's got a great acoustic riff going into the song.
12-inch penis. And 2 years later, when Steve joined Yes, he would
recycle that lick on the song Starship Trooper. Yeah, another great album. It's a must-have if you're looking for UK Psych. I love this, and of course, probably my favorite album. Maybe it might be my favorite album of all time, but I love that. Now, yes, also used that crazy head thing in the video they did for Yours Is No Disgrace. But I was lucky enough to see I saw Yes twice. The first time was the Fly From Here tour, and the second time was at the Florida Theater, and they did what they called the 3 album tour. They did the Yes album, they did Going for the One. It was a great show, great night. The Florida Theater is the best, in my opinion, the best venue in Jacksonville if you're going to see a show. The next album I have is Sam Gopal with Escalator. This is a great one. Great reissue. Shot of the band on the cover. And this has got also a 7-inch single from Sam Gopal. Side A is Horses. Side 2 is Backdoor Man. Now, Sam Gopal was a Malaysian who, at 7 years old, learned how to play tabla. He moved to England in the mid-60s and hooked up with some other musicians. Recruited a young guitarist named Ian Willis, and he had a nickname, Lemmy. Now, he was on here, he was a lead rhythm guitar, and he was the vocalist. He was a vocalist on this. This is a picture of, I think, Sam Gopal, and this is Lemmy Kilmister, when he was known as Ike Lemmy Willis. And he was actually in a band before this called the Rocking Vicars, and they were a garage band. But yeah, this is excellent stuff. It's kind of hard rock with a Mid-Eastern flair. course, went on to Hawkwind and then Motorhead. And I believe Sam Gopal is still alive. Both the single and the long player are on red vinyl. And it comes with this insert where we get information. You'll get the song track listings, but we also get a little bit of information here. Most of the songs were written by Lemmy, and the last song, called Yesterlove, is a ballad. We get to hear Lemmy sing a ballad, which is something we don't often hear. He's accompanied by Gopal on tabla and acoustic guitar.
I'm searching for a piece that I have lost, and the soul of me was screaming with the gunnets and the gold, and it is hopeless, for I know that I am lost. For you are far away across the swirling plain that is before me.
And their version of Backdoor Man's really cool. Now on the back of this, we get a other titles on Morgan Bluetown, which I guess is the label. The titles include the band Pussy with Pussy Plays. Some of you Psych aficionados are familiar with that. And the one I'm looking at is The Smoke with It's Smoke Time. That's a good one. And it's very hard to find an original of that, so I'm definitely looking for a repress of It's Smoke Time. But this looks like a English label. And you also get a good look at the original record label, how it was back in '69, I believe this was. Yeah. And I'll give you a shot of that hype sticker also. Next one I got is The Crazy World of Arthur Brown. Love the album and the cover.
I'm not sure you're gonna do show away.
Very kind of glossy, and we got another glossy, cool, eerie photo of Arthur Brown on the back. This is on Atlantic, and yeah, this is just a great garage psychedelic experimental. Most of you all know this. They had a single called Fire.
We got us some good uns. Dogged if we don't.
That's the original insert on Atlantic. And yeah, what happened was after this album, the drummer left and they brought on a guy by the name of Carl Palmer, and they recorded a second album, which is really kind of what I'm looking at, is the second album. They recorded a second album called Strangeland. Unfortunately, the label thought it was too experimental, so it got shelved and it didn't get released until, I believe, 1992.
You don't understand. It's gone.
And I'm not even sure if it came out on vinyl. I think it might have been a CD when it came out, but it's called Strangeland, and I'd love to hear it, but I have not gotten around to hearing it yet. I don't know if it's on YouTube.
You don't understand. It's gone.
Probably should have checked that out, but yeah, this is a great album. You all know it, you love it. Arthur Brown's still alive and well. Gotta be in his 80s or close to it.
Trying your best, but it never feels like enough.
One of the best ways to check out the UK psychedelic scene is to check out some of the CD box sets. And I think the best one might be Rhino's Nuggets 2. This is a 4 CD set. It's original artifacts from the British Empire and beyond. Now, this isn't exclusively UK bands. We've got bands from all over the country. It's basically every psychedelic band that wasn't a USA band, basically. But it's 80% UK. We've got great tracks like From the Smoke and all the great Magic Potion, From the Open Mind, stuff like that. This is amazing. Comes with a booklet, extensive booklet, and yeah, it's amazing. I don't know if it's still in print. Another one that more recently came out, I think about 5 years ago, was I Think I'm Going Weird. This is a 5 CD set with just tons of psychedelic UK tracks, and this is all UK bands. And it's a very cool little setup. You've got it's like a little booklet, and you've got the CDs on the end, and you've got the booklet there, and it's wonderful. It's put out by Grapefruit Records, and they're out of UK. So to order these, you have to order from the UK, I believe. But yeah, I would say before I got this, 70% of these bands I didn't know. But there are some familiar faces like the Yardbirds and Art. Art is the band that became Spooky Tooth, and that's where they got the name for the title of this set. I Think I'm Going Weird. That was their first song on the band Art's album Supernatural Fairy Tales. And yeah, this is great. And finally, one of the great classic psychedelic bands, the Zombies, Odyssey and Oracle. Yeah, I recently read that Rod Argent is retired from touring and music altogether because he had a stroke. So thoughts and prayers are with Rod Argent and his family. And that's all I got. I hope to see you next week. Take care, all.
By now it must be obvious to you, as it is to me, that LSD is very powerful stuff. And that's just what it is, stuff. It's not good, it's not bad, it's only a chemical, a drug. It's been around for about 20 years, and people have been trying it for about the last 5 or 6 years.
There is a thin line.
There's some people who think that LSD is the greatest gift to mankind since Tutti Frutti ice cream.